Well, we start as a food truck up in Boston when we were students at MIT. Because the food was so terrible, we thought maybe we need an Asian option. So we asked MIT for permission, and they allow us to open a food truck up there, and that's how it started. Right now the organization called ACWP stand for Aid to Children Without Parents. They run that as part of the fundraising campaign, and we donate the food business to them. But whenever we have time, we volunteer to help them continue running it. Yeah, we start out at MIT, so we cater to mostly student and faculty, and then we also have food truck down in Silicon Valley serving Cisco system. So we serve the engineer and people who work down there. Even before, we exist like 20 years ago. So even before social media and all that become a rage, we were able to just ramp up the business based on word of mouth. Because if you have really good food, then people find you in a hurry. So we didn't have to really use social media too much back then. But since now there's a lot of social media, may as well use that as another layer to ramp up your revenue further. There is, and there will be even more. There's law that say that you cannot be within like 100 yards from a food establishment. For example, you cannot be at certain school location. And in most cases, you have to move every 15 minutes. You cannot be in a certain area for more than 20 minutes. So in our case, you get special permission. Otherwise, there's those laws and regulations that you have to abide to.
If you don't mind my asking, how much did it cost to get this started up?
Like I said, the advantage really it's really low overhead and low startup cost. Typical truck start anywhere between 20,000 to 120. Stanford has a brand new truck that also doing the. I think they started about a couple weeks ago, and that truck probably cost 140,000, brand new, totally equipped. Our truck it's probably cost around $30,000. A lot of that because we involved in the design ourselves. It's really a unique design, and that save up a lot. But these days, the mom and pop who want to start up food truck, they can buy a used food truck. Normally that costs like brand new 100,000, but by the time it's a used truck, it's probably 25,000. We're not involved with all those things here in California, but we're involved with those movements in Boston, in Massachusetts a lot. So yeah, we do have some experience with that. Normally, when people take advantage of the fact that each food truck has its own unique offering, and combine them together just like a typical food court in the mall is a good idea. So they want to do that, at various locations. Like you may have a truck Asian food, another truck American food, another truck Italian food, for example. So those are normally, we think it's a good idea. And like in Boston, when NASCAR came to New Hampshire, they invite various food trucks, one of them being our truck, up to during the 4 days of the race. And there'll be hot dog trucks, and there'll be like Asian food, like truck like us. And those things normally works out really well for everyone involved. The organizer will get a cut of it, like anywhere between a third to half of the profit. In case like NASCAR, they probably take half of your revenue. But those are cases where you have capture audience, so all you have to do is jack up the price twice as much and to make up for it.